qualities of Gemini that are quite airy. Gemini loves to think about stuff. Gemini is also the twins and can just think about any version of anything. So whereas the opposite sign, Jupiter, ruled Sagittarius, literally opposite in the zodiac, tends to have great conviction about certain things. Gemini enjoys looking at both sides of things. This is the twins. This is the nature of duality. Mercury is also sort of associated with left brain thinking, which can be this breaking things down into black and white and not necessarily judging them on their moral principle or their ethos, but just considering what makes the most sense. And so Gemini has a lot of fun thinking about things. Gemini also likes to make jokes. Mercury and air can be both quite playful and humorous. So Gemini has lots of fun, wants to do everything. As a mutable air sign, it's all over the place. Gemini likes to have lots of different hobbies, lots of different interests, moving around pretty quickly, doesn't really stick with one thing too long per se, but maybe might return back to it, maybe not, depends on the rest of the placements there. Gemini also has a great social intelligence, tends to be quite agile socially, although whether or not this Gemini placement that we're talking about, whether that's your Gemini Sun or Gemini Venus or what have you, will kind of depend on the other planets that it's relating to. So a well-placed Gemini placement, a happy Gemini, will be able to really just play the social scene in any way that it needs to sort of get what needs to be done. Gemini, as the twins, is kind of able to step into any role that you might need. So this is a great superpower, but also can be quite challenging for people sometimes when you might be confused about, well, what is your actual nature? Are you just playing a role here, or do you actually believe in what you're saying right now? Is this just what you think you need to be in this context, or is this truly you? Because I've seen you be in a very different way before. So are you just kind of being in the shadow side if it's not a well-placed Gemini placement, or there's some kind of more challenging planet relating to this Gemini placement? Then we can get a Gemini that can get more into potentially being manipulative or playing the scene to meet their end and not really so concerned about the feelings or the effects of others. And this is sort of, again, the nature of air in a way, where air is not so emotionally present, not so much caring about the feelings, but just interested in what's possible and thinking about things. So as a Mercury ruled sign, as an air sign, Gemini is able to learn things really quickly,